It was a crisp autumn evening in 2024 when Ava Montgomery, a 50-year-old successful entrepreneur, received a mysterious message that would change her life forever. Ava had built her career from the ground up, founding a technology company that specialized in artificial intelligence. She was respected in her field, known for her sharp intellect, yet there was an undeniable emptiness she felt inside. Her marriage had ended 5 years ago, and her children had grown and moved away. The loneliness had started creeping in, and she had no idea that one simple message would lead her down a path she never saw coming. The message was brief, yet it sent a chill down her spine. "I know what happened to your brother. You have 5 days to find the truth." Ava stared at the message, her mind racing. She had a brother, Ethan, who had disappeared under strange circumstances nearly 20 years ago. No one had ever found out what truly happened to him. The case had gone cold, and Ava had buried the pain of his loss deep inside. But now, this message had stirred up everything she had tried to forget. Determined to uncover the truth, Ava contacted Jackson Reed, a former detective-turned-private investigator who had once worked on her brother's case. Jackson was in his mid-40s now, rugged and experienced. He had always been kind to her, offering his help when her family's tragedy had shaken her to the core. He had never fully given up on the case, even when the police had closed it. Their partnership back then had sparked a bond of trust, but it had never crossed the line into anything more. As they reconnected over the phone, Ava's heart raced. "Jackson, you have to help me. Someone sent me a message about Ethan. They know something. I need to find out what happened to him." Jackson's voice was calm, but she could hear the concern. "Ava, be careful. There are things about your brother's disappearance that still haven't been uncovered. If someone's bringing this up now, it might not be safe." But Ava was resolute. "I'm not backing down. This is my chance to finally know the truth." The investigation brought them closer together. They revisited old clues, secret documents, and locations that had once been dismissed. Every discovery led to another, and with each piece of the puzzle, the truth began to unravel, a truth that was far darker than either of them could have anticipated. Someone close to Ava had been involved in her brother's disappearance, and now they were watching her every move. As the days went on, Ava and Jackson grew closer, their partnership blossoming into something deeper. Jackson's quiet strength and unwavering loyalty provided Ava with the courage to face the dangerous path ahead. But with every step they took toward the truth, the danger increased. The person responsible for Ethan's disappearance was willing to do anything to ensure the truth remained buried. On the 5th day, with the final piece of the puzzle in their hands, Ava found herself standing at the edge of a cliff, facing a choice that could cost her everything. The truth would finally come to light, but revealing it meant exposing a web of lies that stretched far beyond her family. As Jackson stood beside her, holding her hand, Ava whispered, "I never thought I'd have the chance to know what happened. But now I have to ask myself, am I ready to face the consequences?" Jackson squeezed her hand gently, his eyes locking with hers. "You're not alone in this. Whatever happens, we'll face it together." In that moment, Ava realized that the truth was no longer just about her brother. It was about confronting the secrets of her own past, the choices she had made, and the life she had built. The consequences of knowing the truth could change everything, but with Jackson by her side, she was ready to face it. The days after Ava Montgomery and Jackson Reed uncovered the first pieces of the truth felt like a blur. The weight of what they had discovered, about her brother Ethan's disappearance, settled heavily on her shoulders. The final revelation had shattered her perception of the past, and now, with the clock ticking, Ava was determined to uncover the rest of the secrets buried for so long. Ava couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The more they uncovered, the more dangerous the game became. The mysterious person who had sent the message was still lurking in the shadows, manipulating events to keep their involvement hidden. Ava had a gnawing suspicion that the threat was closer than she had imagined, but the question was, who could she trust? Jackson's presence was a constant comfort, though. Every time she wavered, his steady hand was there to ground her, his eyes unwavering in their commitment to the cause. Despite the increasing risks, there was something undeniable growing between them, a bond forged through shared danger and mutual respect. The trail led them to Hartwell Industries, a prestigious tech company with a spotless reputation. It was a name Ava recognized well. Her late husband had once had business dealings with them, and Ethan had worked there before his disappearance. The company had a dark underbelly, however, one that no one had ever dared to investigate. It was rumored that they were involved in illegal operations, and Ava suspected they had more than a mere connection to her brother's case. Jackson had been digging into the company's financials, and what he found was chilling. Millions of dollars in untraceable transactions had been funneled into a shell corporation linked to Hartwell Industries, but the recipient of the funds remained unknown. The deeper they dug, the more the company's ties to organized crime and corruption seemed to surface. Yet, they couldn't find the final piece that would tie the company directly to Ethan's disappearance. One cold evening, as Ava reviewed old files in her office, a message popped up on her computer screen. It was an encrypted file, addressed to her. "The truth is closer than you think. Follow the clues. Time is running out." Her heart pounded. The file contained a video, a grainy recording showing Ethan in a dimly lit room, speaking in hushed tones to a man Ava didn't recognize. As she listened, the man's voice was indistinct, but Ethan's words were clear. "You don't understand. If I expose this, it'll destroy everything. People will die." Ava's breath caught in her throat. What had Ethan known that was so dangerous? And who was the man he was talking to? Determined to find the answers, Ava and Jackson visited the last known address linked to Ethan, a shabby apartment in the outskirts of the city. They were greeted by silence and dust, the air heavy with memories of the past. Inside, they found a collection of old documents and photos, scattered on a table, evidence Ethan had apparently been gathering before his disappearance. Among the papers was a single, chilling note. Hartwell Industries. The key to it all. They took more than I could ever imagine. The realization hit Ava like a bolt of lightning. Ethan had known something about the company, a secret that could topple everything. With no time to lose, Ava and Jackson made their way to Hartwell Industries headquarters, a sleek, modern building towering over the city. The place was a fortress, its security tight. But Ava wasn't going to let anything stand in her way. Armed with the information she had, they sneaked inside under the cover of darkness, guided only by the trail her brother had left behind.